Oh, wrong one. Here we go. I did it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Dark Descentber on the Avenue Studios channel. As always, of course. Oh, hold on, guys. We're hearing ourselves on stream. I fixed it. We have a whole new setup because I've got most of the people in studio with me, so I had to figure things out. And here we are. Let me know how sound sounds as always. And of course, for these themed collaborations, we have Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads with us. Welcome, sir.
Greetings and salutations, travelers. I'm glad to be back.
Excellent. And Rex says he sees and hears people. Thank you, Rex. Thanks for being here.
Cool.
And of course, we will be doing something spooky tonight for Dark Descentber. And on December 28th, we'll be doing a Spooky Sagas game as well. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. And actually, AfterQuest got a little spooky yesterday, too. So don't miss out on those as well. That episode that we streamed live on Rumble will be going up on YouTube next week. So keep your eyes out for that if you missed it. And, the 12 Days of Christmas shorts are coming out. So for the next 12 days, keep your eyes out on all our shorts because each one from our parody song will be coming out. So hopefully you check that out. So that's a little happier thing before we dive in to the horror. What are we doing, Alex? Hi, Alex.
All right.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, look at me. I'm in this chair today.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just diving right in. These people don't know anything about what we're doing tonight. Actually, diving in's probably not recommended for this one. Well, a lot of water is involved. So we are starting off on a fishing trawler, anchored, or perhaps just bobbing, some distance away from a small island. It's cold, it's damp, it's rocking back and forth, and there's the distant glow of a lighthouse, just far enough to be casting the faintest of shadows from your boat across itself. And the three of you are on board. The first is a slightly older gentleman. This is Adam.
It works.
He has a lovely beard and a heavy oil slicked fisherman's jacket with boots, heavy layers, well kept but stained and worn. Next, we have Zach. Looks dressed a little nicer, but the clothes have definitely seen better days. What might have been pretty decent when you purchased is now wrinkled and stained and worn and cobbled together to keep you warm out here because in and of itself, its layers are a little too thin. And Dan, a younger man, maybe late teens, early 20s, also dressed as a fisherman, a little bit lighter, just a tiny bit of scruff, and some overalls up over a heavy woolen button-up shirt. You all look haggard and tired and a little bit dirty. And as you try to get your bearings, looking around at each other and where you are, I would ask you not to go on this adventure, you hear. But you have nothing to go back to, and the only way out is through. Just remember, you're out here for a simple thing. There will be things that you may see, but you need not look. And there will be things that you hear, but you need not listen. And for the love of God, don't leave the glow of the lighthouse.
That's nobody speaking?
This is a voice that you all hear. But there is no one there speaking it. Whether you think the other people hear it, or you think only you hear it, is up to you. Your boat is stocked for a night of fishing. You have nets, you have lures, and you have the silent, empty, endless dark that is only broken by the soft, sweeping glow of the lighthouse in the distance.
I think my character is going to be looking at the other two to see what their reaction is. But clearly upset.
I'm wearing confusion on my face, just being like, just probably to myself, just like, where am why am I here? Where?
Keep your heads, gents. No need to get uppity. I didn't, let's just sit up for a second and find out what's happening here. Boy, check the anchor. You. Points to Zach's character. What's your name?
Oh,
You realize that none of you know the answer to that question.
Oh.
Well, I'll just get the anchor.
Not you. I told the boy to get the anchor. Rags. Go down and check the stock on the food.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna go down and check the stock of the food and wonder if that means leaving the light of the lighthouse. Is there food? Is there stock for food?
There are lanterns around the edge. You could take one with you. There's nothing in the hold yet. That's why you're out here. The village needs you.
Right.
Is this something we all
I'm
hear?
important. I'm gonna grab a lantern and head down into the hold to look and see what's in here. What's in here more than just looking for food?
You know what's down here? It's just the empty crates. It's a little damp.
That makes sense. We're fishing for food. Of course. I don't know what I'm doing here. Why am I fishing for food?
All the holds have been empty for so long. Maybe tonight things will get better.
Are things gonna get better tonight?
You hearing this, old man? You hearing the voice?
Keep on the anchor, boy.
That's... Okay, alright.
You hear lots of things out on the sea. We're here to get fish for the village. That's what we're here for.
Is it?
I'm gonna pop up out of the hold, and
I'm the captain, and I say what we're here for, boy.
Aye, Captain.
Just focus on the noise of the anchor raising. One link at a time. Don't worry about anything else.
there isn't any food on the ship. I presume it's because we're fishing for food, but it makes sense to me that we would actually bring something, like some bread. Does anybody have anything in their pockets?
I'll check.
Why would we bring food on a fishing trip? We're going to be going back to the village. Of course, that's what we're supposed to do. Of course.
Do I have anything
Walks
on me?
towards the bow of the ship.
I know you felt that lump in your pocket. Ignore it.
Oh, yeah, I think he grabs onto it.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't trust the voice at all.
All right. So roll a D100.
Crazy rainbow colors. We got... Oh, I didn't call. I'll call. Hold on. Hundreds or tens ones. Thank you.
And it doesn't matter.
And it does. 33.
That's
hilarious.
madness for you.
There it is.
It's just a little lump. Probably a bit of fabric. Don't pull it out.
He's gonna be like kind of fingering it, but he won't pull his hand out yet.
You can feel there's just a little bit of a hard shape to it.
Look, did you bring food? This is gonna be a long, hungry night, whatever the old man says.
I don't think I did.
Maybe it's chocolate.
Did you hear? She told me not to pull it out.
Are you hungry or not? I'm listening to the voice that is my stomach. And I'm not ready for a night out fishing on an empty stomach.
Captain, did you hear the voice? It's telling me not to pull it out, but
Don't pull
Rags
it out,
here is
boy.
hungry.
You're supposed to be doing what I told you. Is the anchor up yet?
Look, I'll pull the anchor, you pull the thing out of your pocket. I'll start hauling up.
I don't think that's what I said.
I'm not disobeying the captain. It's all we got right now. And the ghost.
In this moment too, as he says that's all we got. Perhaps the captain. We come to the captain who's at the bow, and he's looking out, and he's actively thinking, "Who am I? What am I doing here? Why am I here? What's happening?" This, because he just defaulted into being in command because he's older. And he assumes he's the captain.
Mm.
So he's acting like the captain, but he doesn't know. What do I see? And he's actively trying to see what's out past the light, so that he knows whether he can trust the voice to not go into the light, to go out of the light or not.
Mm-hmm. There's no moon tonight either. There's been no moon for many nights. I know you thought tonight would be different, but it's not. Don't go too far.
Not.
You don't need to go too far. That's what this was all about, right?
Alright, let's get some fishing done, boys. Let's see if we can get something in the shallows.
Hi, Captain. Come on,
What?
Rags, let's get the nets out.
I'll go and drag out the nets as best I can, and I suppose arrange them around the back of the boat like I know what's supposed to happen if I throw them overboard.
All right.
Do I
The captain
know
does
how to
not-
do this? Is there any muscle memory?
Roll for me.
Okay.
While he's doing that, the captain's going to be kind of feeling around in his own
67.
pockets for something to put in his belly, because he does not need a mutiny right now.
I know you've never done this before, but you can do it. Just one square at a time. You're making sense of things. That's all there is to it. Lay it out nice and flat. Don't worry about what the others will say. You didn't mean to muck this all up.
Wait, what? Did I knock something? Looking around to see, but then laying out square by square. Making sure the net opens up right. How to get fish.
There is a little bit of something. It's probably old and dried out there. It was a while since I put it in. This is to the captain.
He'll wait till he's coming by. He's going to pretend like he's checking the nets and stuff like that, and he kind of is. But he's coming behind and he says, "Hey." And he'll take out whatever it is.
Just a bit of
Roughly.
hardtack. I know you don't like it, but you like the practicality of it, don't you?
Always practical. Snaps it in half. "Hey, Rags. Put this in your gullet so you stop talking."
Hardtack.
You eat it or I will.
Not up to your standards, eh?
Yeah, no. I was looking for I was hoping for food.
We all
Not-
have been.
What?
We all have been.
This isn't food. What this is?
I mean, victuals are
This is
victuals.
tile grout.
It'll fill your stomach at least.
He gives the other to Boy, and he doesn't eat any.
Thanks, Captain.
I will break off a piece of it, put it in my mouth, and let it slowly get soft enough to chew.
Fishing ain't for enjoyment.
I'm not enjoying any of this. I think if I could afford a decent coat, I would be out here on a fishing trawler. I clearly come from. I probably own this trawler.
Do you know
Not
that?
tonight, you don't.
Well, I probably hired you. I clearly am someone that just is falling on the same hard times.
And you're clearly someone who can go overboard if they don't get on their nets.
No, you mustn't do that.
Don't tell him that.
You don't have to tell me not to go overboard. That's the dumbest thing you could possibly do. I think on the very long list of things not to do on a fishing trawler that I know is going overboard at night.
Not at night.
No. Nets go overboard, fish come back on. That's all we do here.
The
I'm
light
gonna
doesn't
keep-
go that far. You need to stay on the surface. The nets, the lines, that's for pulling things up.
Right. All right, so you get that and I'll get this end and let's throw it over.
All right.
And we'll throw the net in. He did tie it off. I don't remember.
The captain's trying to direct the boat
I
into
don't
the
remember
shallows
much.
so that at least some of the light from the lighthouse may filter into a top layer so they can see.
Okay, give me a roll for that.
14.
Good, good. Easy. Keep her in here. That'll be much better.
But does that mean there's fish here?
We hope.
We'll find out.
There are fish
I hope
where we're
so.
fishing.
Not just fish.
Squid.
And then you two roll to pull up your net.
All
Okay.
righty.
69.
8.
Okay. Not your thing, is it? It's alright. It's for the best. Just go through the motions, get through the night. Go through the motions,
Just-
get through the night.
Go through the motions, get through the night. Throw the net out, pull the net in. Throw the net out, pull the net in, get food. That sounds good.
My character's fingering the thing in his pocket again.
Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Throw the net back. Don't keep this one. This one's no good.
Is there something in the net?
I know you see that little bit of thing. You don't want it. Don't need that on board. Throw
What
it
is
back.
it? What? Is it fish? It's not hardtack.
He's gonna look and inspect to see if he sees something.
Okay.
Is it over the edge? The net's still out?
So you're sort of pulling it up, and there's kind of like a knotted lump in it as it comes up. That could be
Okay.
a tangle or.
We gotta figure this out. We gotta see if there's
Can't throw
actually
it back
fish
in
here.
If it's all tangled, we can't throw it back in. We gotta get it tangled.
Yeah.
Why? What is it?
Are you gonna take a look?
Yeah. Let's
You
look
don't
at
have
it. Let's.
to.
We're out here fishing for something. We've done everything. We've done everything we've been asked so far, right? We throw it out. We pull it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Get fish.
He's gonna when he says that, he's fingering that thing in his pocket. Hi, we've listened. What do you say, Captain? We got something.
Got anything
in there.
up yet?
There's
Yeah.
something
We
in
got
there.
there's something there.
We just don't know what it is. Did you hear it? Said not to pull it
Oh,
in.
I'm gonna take the lantern that I had and I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna look at the thing. What is this?
Captain's gonna come over as he's doing that.
Takes a bit of care. unlooping the net like that. But that's not the hard part. Finding things is never the hard part. I don't really know what it is any more than you do, but I've never seen something so broken and inside out like. It's practically slewing off, isn't it? That's not natural.
So it was maybe it's been eaten.
Feed it back to the sharks, boys. We can't take that one.
I got
It'll chum the waters, you know. Something eats it. That
I don't know. Something ain't that. That's inside out. You heard her.
Leaves a bit of an oily stain, doesn't it? Hard to get off your fingers.
I'll
Was there any
rub it off on my
would
pants.
Captain would actually look when she says that and see if any of us have that type of oil on us already.
Only if you've touched it so far. So the opening it up, you've got a bit on the fingers of anyone who did that, or anyone who's trying to throw it back.
Yeah. Okay, I'll throw it back, and then get back to the nets and stringing them out. Right.
That's right. Try
It
again.
didn't hurt to look at anything. Like now we just know. Like, okay. I mean, if it's like that, something was eating it.
Do you hear that?
Oh yeah.
No.
Never mind then.
What?
Wait, what? I'm listening.
Listening.
Okay, roll for who wants to listen.
4.
35.
I got a 4.
36.
I hear the thing.
You all hear the thing.
Oh.
Something slithered into the hull. Oh, don't go look. Maybe it'll go away.
Go away. We're in the middle.
Which side?
Of the ocean.
Like
If they're-
up towards the front.
Down below.
Boys, best go back to dock to see if we can get ourselves repaired. Perhaps there's some problem down on the hull.
Hi, Captain.
We're taking water. I mean, if we're still afloat. You know, this food to get. We're hungry. There might be more
If we're
food back
still
home.
afloat now,
Makes sense.
then we best get back to dock before we're not afloat. Unless you want to be swimming with inside-out fishes.
I'm good going back.
Yeah, we came out. We threw out a net. We pulled the net in. That's fishing. That's how fishing happens. We're probably good. You know, we caught something too.
Going back with nothing.
Something.
Keep throwing out boys on the way.
You know, oh, that's right. That's right. We could just fish our way back.
All right. Keep going. We'll keep an eye. See if she's taking on water. We'll probably be able to tell before we get back to the
I'll go
docks.
check and see if we're taking on water. I'll
You're
take the
not
lantern
going
back.
down there. I want you helping him with the nets.
Okay.
We'll be able to tell. Can't be that bad. We haven't noticed yet.
Give me that lantern. He'll take that.
I wanna
they'll
take a
take
good look-
lantern so they don't get too peeky at the stuff in there.
I want a good look at this captain fellow when he takes the lantern from me, because it means we'll be really close. What's he look like? Like face, features, details. Does he look familiar?
A little bit. They both look familiar, don't they?
Oh, sure.
Maybe not as much to you, but well, I mean, not from before. But you've seen a lot of the face lately, haven't you?
What kind of things might I have seen lately that he brings to mind? I'm gonna try to.
Well, you brought yourself here. You can't blame that on anyone else.
Trying to remember. I don't recall bringing myself here, but I mean, I must have gotten myself.
He's a good man.
Oh,
It's not his fault.
What?
Take the
Well, the
lantern.
boy. Wait, is he a good... I can know these things? Is he a good man?
He's tried.
And Captain's gonna take the lantern and half-heartedly just shine it down the gangway into below. He didn't go down, he just kind of shines it down there.
Mm-hmm. Never really wanted to be a fisherman, did you? But here you are. It's all about the water these days. Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt you down in there. Promise. Things
He
get
would
in.
hesitate.
Things get in. Things get out. Just let them go.
Careful, Captain.
We'll just let it go, I think. Nothing to do for it now anyway. Someone has to steer you two vagabonds back to dock while you fish.
All right, let's cast out again and just see what's been going on. And while doing that, boy, or do you what have you been?
Don't ask me. I don't know.
86 on fishing?
16 or 19.
You better have him stop. He's gonna mess it all up again. It's his fault. You know it's his fault.
Do I see him doing something wrong?
It's not wrong. It's just careless.
You'll be careful there, Rags. You're not throwing it out right. If you throw it out too far, we won't catch anything. Just here. Let me help. Maybe go see if the captain needs help with something else. I can manage
The
for a little
captain
bit.
told me to throw out the lines.
I know.
And not
he's
to
just
look
trying.
down the and
I can handle this. It's all right. I got it.
okay.
You go see what captain needs. Maybe he needs something else. I'll take care of this.
Okay.
At least I'll try.
We just have to make it worth it.
Yeah. Catch
Whatever
something.
that means. There's no going back or changing anything else.
He'll try to start casting by himself.
I'll go down into the hold and grab some crates so that we have a couple on hand when we pick up some actual fish.
Alright. Roll for me.
69 again.
A solid number.
It is. Very nice.
Don't worry, that's good. Just keep your eyes closed.
I can't.
Just
Look, it's
pick up
dark
the
enough down
crate,
here.
Walk it back. The splashing's just your own feet.
Is there water in the boat?
Just a tiny bit. That's normal out here. Not that you'd know that.
I suppose it's fair. It's a small boat. Just
No, I
a
mean
little-
not that you'd know that.
I'm gonna take a look to see how take a look at the water in the boat.
Just a little bit. It's not even enough to cover it. It's not going up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll let that be. I'll bring up some crates. Set it down. Anything in this hall?
Shall I? 45.
That's good. It's a start. It'll do. Keep at it.
I think that means there's fish.
There's a little bit. There's something down there.
I'll start trying to finagle some of the fish into the crates. Are we supposed to pop them off when we get them, or do we just throw them in?
How
Just
long
catch
do you
'em into the
expect it
boat.
to take to get back, old man?
All right. So
I don't know, dear.
At least we're not coming back empty-handed. I don't
know
know.
how long it'll take.
You've just got the one night, you know.
If it's God's will, all we'll need is one.
And then everything you said, it'll work out that way. You promised.
I promised.
So, what have you been trying to do in town lately? Like, you're younger, you've got ideas. You don't want to be a fisherman all your life. Like, what do you want to do?
He's looking at the dirt on his hands. There's nothing wrong with being a fisherman all your life. I don't think. It's not pretty. It's a little dirty, but feeds the family.
Would
Oh,
have.
yeah.
What was that?
Would have.
Did I?
But he's feeding his family. That's what we're here for, right? He's feeding his. I'm feeding mine. I can't imagine there's any other reason for any man to be out here on the waves at night.
Did I? Do you remember? I don't remember. Why don't we remember?
It's alright. It's probably better.
Well, I mean, if we're
There's nothing to go back to.
well, we're from the island, right? That's our island?
I don't know, Rags. I really don't.
Little ship like this.
It's our island tonight, boys. How much fish we got?
It's a start, Captain, but it's not going to be enough.
When we decided that we're going to go back, we decided we were going back to the island. We're not supposed to. We need to stay in light of the island. Means that the island is where we are from. So that's our island. How many people are we looking to feed here?
All of them.
Is it a small village? A nice, decent-sized town? How many have you got in your family, boy?
Do I remember?
Try. Really think about it. Like, family's got to be the easiest thing to remember. I have...
You're asking a lot of questions, Rags. Stop distracting the boy. Get in here and look at some of these charts or something.
Oh.
I'll
Right.
keep casting. You go look at the charts.
I'll go look at the charts. Yeah. Okay. So probably some sort of little fort cabin. All right. Where are we? And what do the charts have to say? 68.
I've always thought the charts were a bit lonely. I mean, they're not perfect, of course, but there's so little out here that you could get around with them well enough. Old man studied them a lot.
Well,
Says he can read them. Says he can read the storms off them too. But
can
not
I
the
read
lighthouse.
them? Am I nautically minded?
Maybe he's not even... Yeah, okay. Not the tone. Not the tone. Okay.
What are you looking for?
Trying to get my bearings. Like, does the island have a name?
Not much on there has names, doesn't really need it.
Um,
It's more just marked out where you can find different kinds of fishes, or where you used to be able to find different kinds of fishes.
oh,
Some have been sort of scratched off because hasn't been much luck there anymore.
Captain, what kind of fish are we looking for here?
Well, with something in the hold, some water in the hold, we need to get back to the island.
Right, I'm just trying
So-
to place where we are on this chart. If you come over here and look at it, like, where would you say we are?
I mean, you probably glance over and kind of point over at it and say, right there.
Orient off the lighthouse.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'll do my best to kind of like figure out where we are, put the chart down, and put a little mark on the are we at a place where there is fish marked on the map, or is it crossed out?
It's been circled. It's hopeful.
Okay. There, see? We're in the right spot. That's what the charts have to say.
A few other
Of
things.
course, I'm steering.
What else has been circled?
A few other things, not circled, just sort of marked in different places.
What are those?
Little scratches here and there.
I really want to know what the other markings are.
Well, like sort of, maybe little X's or arrows or things you might jot down that you want to take a look at. Not circled like the fishing grounds. A lot more specific.
Captain,
But that's not why you're out here.
right, but Captain, did you mark this map?
What matters who marked it?
Well, maybe someone knows. Maybe if they really ponder it. Like, I feel like I'm piecing the map together. Did I mark it?
Well, peace and quiet, Rags. You talk so much.
It looks like 3 people's handwriting, really.
I signed my name without thinking about it. Just like,
It's pretty hard to read what you've written, isn't it? Guess that's
What
the
are
thing
you
with
doing?
signatures.
Don't doodle on my maps.
I'm trying to figure out who marked the map the way they marked the map and why.
Well, your name doesn't need on it.
Does it look like my writing is anything like any of those markings?
A couple of them could be.
Circles or the off the beaten path ones?
More the jots. But they're not all yours. You jot things down to remember them.
Well, a pity past me didn't make clearer notes on what I was supposed to remember. Now, if only I knew why I couldn't remember or what we had marked this out for.
Just keep on fishing then. If there's a circle there, then that means we got a good spot.
Oh.
Or at least there's hope. It's always good to have hope. Got a little bit. Let's see if we can get some more.
Alright, I'll go and crate up whatever fish come up from.
92.
Not much luck that time. It's alright. Sometimes there's just nothing to be had, but still better here than alone in the lighthouse.
Aye.
Absent-mindedly, the at least this is what I think he would do. The captain would say, "Nobody's alone in the lighthouse."
I was.
Who are you?
Nobody anymore. if you don't remember.
Should I? I want to. I really do.
I don't want you to hurt.
We learn from the hurts. It's the best way to grow. Better to know than not.
Just listen to the old man. Trust him. It will make it easier if you believe what he says. It'll make it feel like it mattered.
How much fish you got, boys? We can't stay out here all night.
I have nothing on that pull. I'll throw her out again.
Got like half crate on the. It's not much.
Are you actually counting, Rags, or are you just guessing so you can get back to the doodles?
Yeah, we got 4 fish. 4 whole stinking fish. 4 dirty, slimy, not inside out fish.
Good. I
To
hope
split
you're hungry
amongst the
when
3
you
of
get
us.
back.
We gotta do better. We gotta keep going. Water in the is all right down there.
Yeah, there's just a little bit. Definitely, the ghost only said there was. It said it wasn't rising.
There ain't no ghost.
Well,
Now stick to the fishing.
I know you're here. And cast the net. 59.
Do you really want to get rid of me that much, old man?
No. Not a ghost. Just a little angel.
Rags is right. There are other things out here than fish. You
Yeah,
can
Rags talks a lot.
They're not all his marks.
He'd shift his eye towards the maps and try to keep more focused on the driving.
what is our means of propulsion?
Just an old, smelly, rumbly oil motor.
Okay. Okay.
But you won't reach any of them going that direction. They're not so very far.
He'd turn around and look at the maps. You'll actually pay attention to the maps.
See? If they're starting to have bad luck here, you had another idea just yonder. And there's a couple marks between here and there. If you wanted to remember.
What you say, Captain?
Hold on, boys. I'm shifting us around a little bit. And he'd steer over towards it.
I come. I'd like to remember.
What's the harm in it? I mean,
Well-
fishing is about, remembering where things have been, exploration. We can't just go about forgetting things again. And we can't forget whatever it is that we learn.
The captain would turn to Rags and make sure to look at Rags in the face and make eye contact and say, "Take it from me, someone who's lived a lot longer than you. There is some harm in remembering, boy. There is some harm." And he turned back and keep on driving.
I don't know that because I don't remember anything. So,
Maybe Maybe we can see if anything's gotten a little excited out there while we're traveling. Something. I might look out across the water, see what I see. See a good spot.
Okay.
Let's do some good while we're here.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, he looks out of the, I'm gonna look down into the area that where the light from the lighthouse might actually illumine off the edge of the boat.
21.
58.
Funny how it's hard to tell what things are out at night. Almost looks like another island. Only there for half a second. And a great whoosh! And it's gone. You remember we used to look for them? Easier to spot during the day.
Aye. That one's nice to remember, isn't it?
Pity they all went away. Maybe it's good that one's back.
Spot something cresting the water out there, Captain. Something we haven't seen in a while.
All right.
Maybe good
We'll
omen.
take a look.
What you seeing, Rags?
What are you looking for?
My reflection.
It's there. That's something you can't escape. Does it look familiar? Suppose it sort of does.
I'll lean over with a lantern so I can better get a catch of it. Am I shaven or?
Probably a few days ago you were.
Am I handsome?
I suppose that's a matter of opinion. You always fancied yourself.
Oh. Okay. Well, a few days roughing it. Not gonna hurt anyone. Oh. my character has smeared the oil from his hands on his face. So now he's got one of these marks over.
Classic.
like a...
Oh, I bet
Yes.
it smells terrible. Oh.
Jake tipped you $1. Thanks, Jake.
Well, maybe get some fish, sell some fish, and get myself a nice jacket. You're like the old man, but you know, a little less greasy.
He
I'm,
says
like,
with grease
clean.
on his face.
Fresh.
My character's gonna throw the net out again. And as he's doing it... Okay. Sorry, guys. OBS crashed on me. Okay, we are back.
We fell into the void of the mythos for a moment.
Yes.
So I think the whales that presumably I made go away, as though a person can do that, might actually be what the metaphor of you seeing some island, because islands don't disappear. The only things that we've heard, disappearing from the locale are fish and whales and islands. The whales must be the islands. Must have been talking about metaphorically watching for whales.
Well, I saw a whale out there. They can be as big as islands, at least when you look at them at night, but...
I mean, I've heard fishermen like to exaggerate things. Size of a fish. You take a whale, you exaggerate that, you get an island. It makes sense.
But they have been gone for a while. They've been gone.
We're not a whale fishing boat. Are we? I mean...
Oh. Do I see any rigging for that?
No, you need a big old poles. Harpoons?
This one's not big enough.
Yeah.
No. No, we're just regular old fishing boat. Right, Captain?
We still caught 2 whales.
When?
The paintings.
Ah. All right. Those ones are special, though.
Coming up on the next point, boys.
Casting again, Captain.
We're gonna have to go around the high point in the island to reach it. It's just a small bit. Just gonna hide the lighthouse for a few moments.
Keep your lanterns close.
Right. I'll go up to the prow with a lantern. That'll make sure we don't run adrift of any shoals or things. Right?
Come in the cabin with me, boy.
We need you. If there's no light, you need someone out front to spot. I'll just hang over the prow with the lantern and make sure we don't catch a reef.
You do that.
19.
Boy's gonna bring the whale pictures in and set them somewhere to let them dry out in the cabin.
Planning to hold on to those then.
That's all I got right now. I don't like forgetting, even if it hurts.
They look different than they used to, though.
I think we all do. Can't be helping that. Look at the oil in his hands again. Kind of rub some off on his shirt and finger that thing in his pocket again. Does it feel like it's changed at all?
It hasn't changed in a long time. You know exactly what it is. You don't have to look at it to know. So don't mind it. You're looking for shapes. Well, if you look hard enough, you'll see something, won't you, Rags? That's not a fish down there. It's not moving.
Well, there's probably a reef. Captain, we gotta turn the boat like maybe 10 degrees to port.
Does that jive with Captain's knowledge of what's on this side of the island?
There's something else down there. You're not surprised by that. This one you didn't want the lighthouse to touch.
Wait, that could only mean that he built the lighthouse, or had a lighthouse built.
Captain's been here a long time.
A long time.
Is that so? If that's your lighthouse, then you must know the name of the port.
Tell me, Regs. How would I get the lighthouse to not touch here? By building the lighthouse.
You choose where it is and how tall it is. It is on the opposite side of the island, and well, it's just short.
All right, Regs.
It's probably better that's how he thinks of it.
Aye, Angel.
This one, maybe you skip pulling up. What do you think? Of course.
No need trying to handle something bigger than we can get.
Oh, nonsense.
It's kind of important, though.
He'd look to Boy.
I can handle it if you say so, Captain.
Alright, sonny boy. See what you can get. Take your
Aye,
load.
Captain. Aye. Let's pour her up, Rags. See what we got.
Mm-hmm.
81.
$93.
This one's hard. You could get it, but it's not going to come easy.
Nothing ever does.
Pulling it free. It's more time spent out here in the dark.
Oh, can't cut the net. So
No.
let's see if we just pull it up and see what it is.
Aye.
If you want to, you'd better hurry.
Right, let's go.
Maybe Captain can lend a hand. Sounds.
Anchor the net down, boys. We'll use the motor to pull with.
Aye, Captain.
All right. I'll start trying to fix it on as best we can to the back of the boat. Let's
All right,
drag
then.
it into the light.
58.
It's going to be difficult. You feel that coming. It's sort of like an extra coldness on the air rolling across. It's coming in towards the island. Makes you breathe a bit faster. I don't know if you're going to be able to get it up in time. Are you going to stick with it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not every fishing trip that we have a guardian angel, right? So let's haul this in while we have the opportunity to.
Are you scared of it?
It can't hurt me anymore.
Aye, we'll pull it in.
You only got one pull left. Then we're moving on.
Aye, Captain. Well,
All
there's
right.
nothing for it. Pull her up. I'll face it. 53.
48.
You feel that sort of panic in your chest. Like you're being pulled down into deep, dark water. Like the water's piling up on your head. Rushing into your ears and your nose. Freezing you from the inside. And crushing you like a stone. You can hear the whir of the engine pulling. There's no going back on that. That's set in motion and you're frozen in place.
That's a rather detailed description of drowning. Is that something you've personally experienced, Ghost?
And then there's the light. It'll be alright. Just, you need to calm yourself now. Take deep breaths. And see what the net pulled free.
Pull light out over it.
And, there's another little box, but this one's not mine. This one's a bit rougher. This one might have held tools once. It was weighed down too. Tied up with rocks. Was hoping not to come back to this one, weren't we?
That's what happens. Things you try to bury and hide, they come back up. The sea always washes it back to shore sometime.
What kind of tools? Whaling tools? Building tools? Machinist?
Well, you can pop it open. It doesn't have a key. It wasn't meant to be looked at or ever come back to. It's got a little bit of a journal, but all the pages are washed out. It's also got a knife, pretty fancy one. I suppose it was a bit of a relief to put that down here without actually having to use it. And there's a little glint of something in the corner, pushed into it, a little hidden by sand and silt. It's a little heart-shaped locket.
So, whose is that, Captain?
He'll pick it up and look.
That's your picture in it, isn't it, old man? Your picture.
A long time ago.
Not that long.
Mm.
And the lady. About your age.
He'd take off his necklace that has the key on it, put it on Boy, and put this back on. All right, he'll say, closing the box and snapping it down and taking it into the cabin with him. Come on, next stop.
Back to fishing. Right. Did you ever tell her what happened to it? When she asked why it was missing?
He'll think, and he'll know he doesn't know the answer for sure, but he'll say, no.
She wanted it to remember, and you wanted it gone to forget.
Hi.
Well, fishing? That's
Are
why we're
we-
here.
No. Are we really here for fishing, or were we here to drop something else off? And I'm going to look over at the boy. We've pulled up a lot of stuff that's been thrown over.
Aye.
A lot of stuff people didn't want to bring back up. Things that needed to disappear. Now, you've got something on you. And it's the only thing on this boat of any remark or interest. So, either I think we're supposed to throw that overboard without looking at it, or might as well take a look at it before we do.
I know he doesn't mean to do wrong. And I don't want to forget. I'd like to know.
It won't change what's happened.
I know. But it's the scars that make us.
You already know what it is. You can feel your thumb going round and round on it every time your hand's idle. One small little circle.
He's gonna pull it out.
Too small to fit your fingers, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Fine. Doesn't fit my grubby old hands.
Where's yours? You're not wearing it.
I don't know. Did I leave it behind?
I'm gonna look at his hands. He got a ring indent on a finger.
Hard to tell. We never got a chance to wear them much.
Oh. So. You.
Don't be mad, old man.
I don't think that's something you can ask me, Angel.
There's no way to tell you.
Oh. Oh, this was a secret.
Sorry, Cab.
There were worse options, boy. Come on, Sonny. And he would actually look at you, and go up, and he kind of look back at the lighthouse. He'd give you a grab your shoulders, pull you in and actually hug you. 1, 2, tap, pull you back out.
You can see he's like holding back tears. Sorry.
He'd look you straight in the eyes and he'd say, "You look at me, boy. You look at me, Sonny. You don't hold those back. Those are for her."
Why? Why?
And he'd go back to the cat, go back to steering.
Told you I didn't want to forget.
I didn't.
I should have done right by you. I know you don't blame me. I hear you. I just could have done better.
There's my part in all this too. But we do need to fish. That's what makes this all worth it, right?
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
He's gonna take the key necklace and put the ring through it, and then put the key necklace back on. Well, I mean, what you be out here for then, Rex?
I dare say I don't know. Maybe just to help you two find some peace about something. I feel like I've done my part of that. I don't know what I have to do with whales. But Ghost says that, you know, gotta go fishing to make your reunion worth it all and such.
You always knew best.
I don't know what I knew. The old man promised this would put it right, and I couldn't see any other way.
Well,
I don't know how you made the whales go away, Rags, but I think a little bit of fishing wouldn't hurt anything.
right. Let's cast off again and let you get better acquainted over all of this, and we'll see what we can drag in. 89.
17.
Well, Rags isn't much good at this, but they're down there. It'll just take a bit of time, and we're back in the light. It's good that the fish are coming back. That they're out there, at least, you know? Little by little. You never were a fisherman.
What was he before he was a fisherman and other than a lover? Since, you know, we know that bit now, I mean, it can't hurt to know what he did before. What?
Well, that used to be his light.
Oh.
That's the light I took care of.
And where you watched whales together. How lovely.
Until they went away, Rags.
Well, could be until they went away, or it could be until you didn't have anyone to watch them with.
Seems like everything's going away. At least the fish aren't. Or they're coming back. They're coming back, right, Captain?
We'll make it all right.
Well, because I want to know why I'm here. Well,
You
Clearly-
wanted to be here.
I wanted to be.
You wanted to be here so much.
Shiver down my spine, up my arms, and down the back of my neck. It tells me this is probably not the life I was expecting to live as a fisherman.
Not out here. Up there.
Is it
Can't you imagine it?
the pretty island?
You liked that spot.
Just a nice spot, a nice island. The town.
Was it easy enough for you to afford, like everything else?
Huh. That means either the island's cheap or that means that I'm rich. I told you, I probably own this boat. Captain, I'd probably pay your salary.
You're assuming that tonight we're running on salary.
Well, probably means I'm yeah, something important. Am I like a mayor? Probably just doing my due diligence to take care of the town, and I mean, not here to tell secrets.
Tonight we're just all trying to bring things back to balance.
I hate to say it, Rags, but if you're a leader and the whales went away, it does fall to them where the buck stops. That's where it falls.
Can't lead whales away.
Well, sometime the sea know best.
Were you born on this island?
I don't remember.
But you don't remember anything else?
Well, if I were, or if I weren't, doesn't matter. It's all I remember. It's all that matters.
It's all of any of your home anymore. That's why you're out here. There's no place to go back to.
Well, it's home, and home needs food, and I guess at the end of the day, what good is it being rich if you don't have food, right?
Which brings us to casting out. The sea's dark, but she ain't empty.
Hi, Captain.
Right. I'm no good at this. You cast out. I'm gonna go inspect the hull of my
Doesn't
ship.
mean you don't have to try. You don't have to be good at it. You don't have to succeed. But you don't get to not try.
Well, I'm concerned about the hull of my ship.
Your ship.
Probably. Could be if I wanted it.
My ship, boy.
Oh, you could be the captain.
Hey.
But I think that, dare say, that maybe you need a little repair. Give it a little TLC. We get some fish tonight. I'll have your boat fixed up for you. I'm gonna go. You cast out. I'm gonna go check the hull. I'm gonna go down and verify the water level of the water in the hull.
You do that, Rags. Take a good look around down there, why don't you?
I think I will. I'm gonna go over. Look over the hull. With an eye of appraisal.
He's doing it again.
But this time, the captain doesn't say anything. He just clicks the lid up on the toolbox to have it open.
It's nice to be looking out over the water again, at least. We'll throw the net out. 95.
Doing more looking than fishing, eh? But you're right. I really hoped it would help get things back to where they were supposed to be, you know? I couldn't figure out any other way.
I wish I could have helped. We should be doing things together.
We didn't have that option. It had to be me. Even the old man knew.
You see, Sonny, it wasn't malice that kept me that had me keeping her away from you.
I know I might have been a little mad at the start, but kind of changes you, doesn't it? Walking through that. I understand. I'm a little afraid that if we ever do get back to port, that we won't be here anymore.
I'll always be out here.
Maybe so will I.
With a simple turn back to the cabin after talking to him, he'll say, "Maybe we all will, boy." Nay, maybe we all will, son.
How does my ship look?
Your ship.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
Looks like any fishing trawler would. Not that you'd know. Don't like that there's a bit of water in the bottom of it. Just how these things are. You can't have everything your way.
No, but I dare say I can fix it up to my liking if I'm going to be out here. First thing I do when I get back is I'm going to buy myself a nice coat. I'll have one imported from the mainland.
You wanted to fix our island up to your liking, but I had to do the fixing.
Well, as it seems like only one of us can quite do the fixing at the moment, I suppose I might as well do it from a little bit more comfortable vantage point.
Are you not sorry at all?
I really just don't believe that I could possibly be responsible for the fish and the whales going away. I've just found myself a nice island, a good price. And I'm clear. You said I'm here because I wanted to be here. Well, I guess I got what I wanted. It's not my fault that, well, those
We
two.
didn't.
Pardon?
That we didn't.
No. How could that? Could that be? I wasn't your love, and I wasn't your, I'm guessing, father.
No, you were something else. But you don't even care what that was. You don't even know my name, and not because you forgot.
Oh. I'm sorry. Guess I'm making your acquaintance now. I'd tell you my name if I could.
And I guess we're even.
And you feel distinctly alone.
Hello? I still need to know how much water is in the boat. How much water is in the boat? I stamp my feet. Oh my God.
I think Bragg is okay down there.
How much water is in the boat?
I'm choosing to believe that the hysterical laughing question asking is what they're legitimately hearing.
Oh,
that's what I was
absolutely,
thinking too.
absolutely.
It's alright to be out on the waters with that. Cat.
It'll be fine. He puts the knife out of the toolbox into his coat pocket.
Like, is he alright down there?
No.
Should I?
No.
I suppose he sounds like he's having a good time, at least. Cast the net out again. 21.
That's better. Keep that up. We'll all be alright.
Aye. Probably better off just having him laugh down below deck, isn't it?
Maybe so. What do you plan to do with that, old man?
I made a promise to set things right.
And you were prepared to do a lot to keep that promise. But you didn't follow through on that part. I didn't want you to have to.
Well, Angel, I know you didn't want me to. But whether you want me to have to do it or not, that's not going to change whether it has to be done.
He doesn't matter. Not anymore. I fixed the balance. Don't you understand? I did it myself. It wasn't him, it was me. He set
But
it
I got a
off.
son.
I need you to take care of him.
That's the setting it right.
I've done the setting it right. I promise. You need to do the keeping on.
How am I supposed to do that when my little angel's gone?
Because our home's still there. I know you didn't want to have to pick between us. I made it so you didn't have to. You need to make him understand that. I couldn't have him thinking of you as a monster. I couldn't have you thinking of you as a monster. The monsters are all below, and now they'll stay there.
He'll walk out a little bit of the cabin, of the steering cabin. Reach down on the deck.
I'm getting out from
and close
being down
the
below
door to down below and click the lock.
I'm just realizing that positionally I might have been included with down below and as a monster, and now I opened the door?
I locked the door going
I opened... I'm not talking to you! I'm not talking to you, Captain! I'm talking to the ghost. I opened the door! Boy, I seem to be unable to, open this door. Or verify the water levels down here, which I imagine could be a little bit higher than any of us would be comfortable with. Do you mind opening the door and coming to check this for me?
He looks over to Captain.
I don't hear anything down below, boy. What about you, Sonny? Do you hear anything down below?
Yes. The answer is yes.
What are we doing? Is he safe down there?
You'll be alright.
I'm playing with the ring.
He's not the problem anymore. Do what you want. The important thing is getting back to the island with food by morning.
Perhaps we just let him stew for a little bit, Captain. Maybe you'll set him to rights and can let him back out. I'll cast the net again.
Good idea, son.
Hang on, Rex. I'm just casting a net there. I'll be over for you shortly.
I'm not going anywhere. Clearly.
All right. Hold tight to your ropes. Casting that out. 19.
Good. That'll bring us through.
If only you had some baskets to put those fish in. I think I have the crates down here, but I can't verify that.
And the night will pass. And you'll fill up the deck and maybe the hold if you need it to, and
You're not even implying that they opened the door.
I expect they'll have to open the door.
That seems
But-
nice.
I'm going to step out and
stuck a little.
thank you. I'm going to go through that door as soon as I can. It's like,
Gets a little swollen with the water and stuff. He's getting stuck.
I might need someone to go and verify whether the water in the hull is getting higher, because I don't quite seem to remember where the water levels were at.
Aye. Are we riding low, Captain? You want me to go check down below?
It's alright. The boat is as you expect. And you have your fish. And you sail through the dark to the hum of the motor, circling back around, following the light of the lighthouse, until you can start to make out the long pier and the bare beach back by the town. And the sun is not yet up, but it's coming. And that is the end.
I imagine on the way back, as everything's getting done, Captain would close the lunchbox bag, put his hand in his pocket, stand on the prow, and drop the knife. I don't need it anymore, Angel. But I'm gonna give that boy what for.
I love it. That's a great ending. Good line to end on. So, thank you so much, everybody, for experimenting in this random idea I had. I hope you enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun.
Rex, we did not roll 100. We got close.
They flirted in the
roll
90s.
100
Yeah.
I did roll 100 on camera.
Oh man, what a great story. I have so many questions and we'll never know.
Or you can record.
I want to know why I got rid of the whales. But I gotta say that realizing that like ticking off the ghost meant ticking off the narrator meant like I had no agency. All of a sudden I couldn't even get an answer to what is the water level, which is what I went down there for, because I didn't ask that question first, was baffling. And the laughing was just absolute genuine, just like, what does this even mean? if I can't, if the narrator is giving me the cold shoulder, like what do I even have to do? What can even be done? I'm like, I could talk. It's literally the only thing I can do, but otherwise I'm blind and unable to do anything. And then you shut me in.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to save a little more chit chat for behind the scenes. We're going to record that right now. So if you want to get access to that, join our Patreon or our locals, and you get access to all the bonus content as well as our private Discord, because this has been another fantastical episode with Avenue Studios in Dark Descentber. Special thank you to Alex for running this for us. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for playing.
This is
Appreciate
fun.
you all.
Spam the chat now before stream ends on your theories about everything. How did Zek make the whales go away?
And any questions you want us to address in bonus content.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
throw them up in chat now before we end. I'll do my spiel, throw up your questions, and we'll start talking about it behind the scenes. This has been another fantastical episode. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you'll gain access to bonus content, as well as our private Discord where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. A special announcement coming out on December 28th at the end of the Sagas game, specifically for our Discord and our supporters. So very much would love to see you there for that. That'll be live on Rumble, and then we'll post it everywhere. So join us for that. Check out the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use. Tabletop audio is what I had playing, and thank you so very much for joining the adventure. We will see you next time. All right, bye.